Welcome YouTube, it's the end of January, so I'm doing a recap video of my sales on COMC this month. And just overall total numbers at the beginning of the month, I had on January 3rd 4,914 cards in COMC. And as of today on the 28th, I have 4,649 cards, so almost 300 cards fewer, which is good. That's a goal of mine this year, is to have fewer cards in my inventory. And now going through some of the good sales that I've had this month. This Paul Skeens Topps Chrome Rookie Refractor. That was one that I got on Black Friday. Paid $16, sold for $24. This Jose Ramirez 2014 Topps Rookie, paid $14, sold for $19. 1986 Fleer sticker, Adrian Dantley. Sold that one for $12. Made $3 on this Cal Ripken, 1982 Topps Rookie. Made a couple bucks on this Eddie Murray, 1978 Topps Rookie. Slowly loading. There it is. With the rookie cup, that's a cool card. This was a good sale from $36, what I paid, to $60. And it sold on eBay, so it probably sold for like 70 something. Whatever COMC listed it for on eBay. Wembanyama, PSA 10. And that was not on Black Friday because that was the 24th of November, but it was the 1st of December, so it was that week. It was probably Cyber Monday I got that card. Made $4 almost on this Mark McGuire 1985 Topps in a PSA 5. Slowly loading. Mark McGuire, there he is. EX5, pretty good looking card for a 5. What else? And then next page, just focusing on the better sales. It made $5 on this Magic Johnson. This was a card that I bought on Black Friday. 1987 Fleer, pretty well centered. Magic Johnson. Made $12 on this one. Emmett Smith, 1990 Score Supplemental. Cool card. I think, yeah, I got that one on Black Friday. This Eric Dickerson, I used to have a bunch of these. They've sold little by little over time. That's a pretty cool card. 1984 Topps. Same set as the John Elway and Dan Marino rookies. Those are more like 20 or $30. Made $4 on this Emmett Smith 1990 Topps Traded. Another card that I got on Black Friday. And Jeff Kent, I paid less than $1 for this one, and it sold for $5.75. 1992 Leaf Jeff Kent. Let's see what else. Oh, I made another Adrian Dantley here, so that was 2 back-to-back. This one's in a little bit better shape. Paid $8, sold for $14, and it sold on eBay, so it sold for even more than that. Any other good sales here? Jordan Tyson, that's an NFL draft guy. $20. I accepted an offer. I think I had it listed on for $30, but I just figured I'll take the profit. These Lionel Messi 2014 Prism, that's first year soccer Prism. They've been selling. I bought 5 or 6 of them from the same seller. They were discounted, they were on sale, and I took a risk. I bought all of them. I paid $43 a piece. I think we went back and forth a little bit on offers, but I paid $43 a piece, and Sold that one for 60, and I might have maybe one left. But I'm glad that they sold, so I have one here listed for 74. That's my last one. And so they've come up now. The cheapest you can get is 74 and 63 for raw. That's crazy. I remember when those were like 20 or 30 bucks, or more like 20. So with the World Cup coming up, that was my idea to buy those, was that they would sell going into the World Cup. So that was good. That paid off. James Worthy 86 Fleer paid $16 and it sold for 24. James Worthy. Next page. More 86 Fleer. That one. This Tiger Woods, I think I got a handful of these on Black Friday. I paid $17 a piece. And sold for $22, so made $5 on that one. Made $4 on this Larry Bird second year card from 1981 Topps. Very well centered. Not too bad. So $14. This Pedro is a card that I have a lot of, so I paid $2. It sold for $4.73. Let's go in and check what this card is doing now. So there's some listed at 3, so I can reprice mine because $4.73 was the cheapest. You can see I have 145 of this card. So I was getting them, you can see here, for 93 cents. But even in $1.26, I feel like that's just so cheap for those cards. And the ones that say acquired, I probably just shipped in myself, and I got a bunch of them on eBay for around $1 a piece. So I'm glad that the card now is selling for more like $3. And the thing with COMC is you just have to keep track of the pricing, because even Carlos Beltran, he's been selling because he made the Hall of Fame, and I had a bunch of those, but they might not sell if I don't keep an eye on the pricing, because the guy underneath me is going to undercut me and sell his, and then I'll still be stuck holding the card even though I can sell it at a really good price compared to what I paid for it. Here's another one of the Emmitt Smith rookies. This is not one that I got on Black Friday, but I paid $15 and it sold for $25, so that's pretty great. This one is very well centered compared to the other. Here's a LeBron, and then when this one sold, I bought another copy that was for sale for I think 30 or 40, but I figure if this one sold for 50 on eBay, it's just a nice looking card with him with the jersey, kind of similar to other rookie cards with holding the jersey like that. And yeah, so it sold for $50. I paid $30, and then here's the next one that I have. I paid like 30 or 40 for that one. So I figure those will sell. There's Justin Verlander. Topps SGC 9, 2005. And I paid 29 and it sold for 37. So that was a pretty good sale. Made $5 on this Kerry Wood. I like this 1997 Kerry Wood card. If anyone remembers, this was like the hottest card in the hobby that summer when he was throwing like 20 strikeouts per game in his rookie year. This card, and just the main Bowman base card, not even the Bowman Chrome one. But that was like such a hot card at that time. Here's this Bo Jackson card. I have a few of these. Let's see, sometimes it opens better when you click on it the second time. So this one sold for $20 and I paid $17.50. And I think I just bought like a handful of these from somebody that had them listed. Oh no, I don't have any more of these. I sold them all. Okay. Well, now the cheapest one available is $50, so that seems a little high. A little high, but okay. What else do we have on this page? $5 on this 1986 Fleer checklist. That's a pretty good, well-centered one. There's another one of the Messi Prism PSA 9 sold. That one sold for $55. This Kevin Garnett 1995 sold for $43. I paid $30. Let's see what we have on the next page. Made $7 on this Brian Dawkins on a $12 card, 1996 finest. Brian Dawkins, big Philly Eagles fan favorite. He doesn't have a lot of rookies. I think I have one or two more of these. There's one listed for $25. That one's pretty well centered. Let's see. There's the first Beltron that we're gonna see. They started going up. I started selling them. I noticed they were selling, and then they started going up in price. Whenever I would go to relist it, it would be a higher price. So this one was $560. There's another of the messy ones. I paid $43, sold for $52. Oh, this was the card, the Bo Jackson card. I confused between this one, the score supplemental, and the helmet, the bat card, the score bat card. I confused those three. I think of them kind of all together. But this one sold on eBay for $25. And yeah, I have, this guy has one here. I could almost buy this one, but now I have 8 of them. I have mine at 25. I think I paid what, like 15 or maybe even 16 or 17. Yeah, $17.50. So I could even buy that $17 one. I'll just add it to my cart. Here's another one of those Kerry Woods. This is the Bowman's Best. It doesn't sell as well as the regular Bowman. Here's a Spud Webb. I doubled my money on this. I paid $24. It sold for $50. And it sold on eBay. 1986 Fleer. And these two, eBay. This was eBay. This was eBay. Ichiro, I more than doubled. I paid $8. That's got the whiting on the surface. Sold for $17.75. And then there's the second Spud Webb. Back to back. That one sold on eBay. Pretty well centered. Sold for $45. I paid $27 for that one. And then let's see what else we have. A lot of these cheaper cards, I'm glad that they're selling and I'm getting rid of them. I just want to have less inventory. It's hard to keep track of 5,000 cards on COMC and have to reprice them and stuff. This is another 86 Fleer card. It's Patrick Ewing rookie sticker. I made $4 on that one. Here's a Don Mattingly I made $4 on. And I have another one of those listed. Here's the other Beltron. It's the error card. So there's 2 versions of the card. This is the second version and it sells for less because it says Carlos Beltran on this one, but it has a picture of a different player. This one is the one that says Carlos Beltran on it. But that one's been selling for, I paid $3 and it sold for $10. And I just had to reprice because someone has his lower. He's at $9.20, so I just repriced mine at $9.20. And I have 10 more of these, and I sent one to auction. Now these other ones here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy bought all 4 of these. He sent me offer, and I accepted. So he paid $12 a piece for those, and I had paid up to $8 for them. And I was buying these up because I figured he would make the Hall of Fame at some point, and they would go up at some point, which they did. You can see that huge spike here. A bunch of them just sold, and now they're up to $15, $18 a piece. But I sold all of mine. I had maybe like 10 of those. Here's another one of the error ones. This sold for $6. So those ones sell for a little bit less. This one sold for $7.75. I paid $3 for it. Let's see what else. This one sold for $30 on eBay. That was a good one. I paid $12 for this card. And I had to hold on to it for just a couple months. I bought it in November rookie roll call insert from Zenith from 1995. It's a pretty cool card, pretty rare, like you don't see it very often. And I figured that one's got to be worth more than $12, and I just bought it. I doubt there are any available. There's one here for $35, but I sold mine for $30. And here's an Andrew Jones who also made the Hall of Fame. I probably could have held out for more money on this, but I accepted an offer for $24. It was double what I paid for it, so I bought this card as soon as it was listed. I saw somebody listed it pretty cheap, considering the raw copies are $30 a piece. He listed it for $12.99, and I bought it immediately. Sold for $24. Made $4 on this Reggie White 1985 Topps USFL. Paid $16 for this one, Reggie White. The Showboats. There's Bill Walton. I paid $7. It sold for $13. I sold on eBay. A lot of these 86 Fleer cards have been selling on eBay, it looks like. And last page. I know today I just sold a 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey. I paid $64. I got it on Black Friday. It sold for $80. You all know what that one looks like. 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. And then the last, this is the Bo Jackson one that I mix up between this one and the other two, but they're all kind of the same idea of just Bo Jackson being a baseball player and a football player. So they're all from 1990 or 1991. So those three cards sell pretty well on COMC. I mean, they sell at a high volume. And there's another of those Mark McGwire 1985 Topps cards. I have a bunch of those. And there's another of the Tiger Woods 2001 Upper Deck Rookies. That sold, paid $17. It sold for $20. And that's it. Here's another one of the Beltron cards that sold. So I've been selling those. So that's it for my recap of the month of January on COMC. Thanks for watching on YouTube, and I will see you next time.